Let's talk about this week. So this week is an episode dedicated to guilty pleasures.
I didn't know that.
We've all got them.
I didn't know we had a theme this week.
She did. She's just forgetting.
No, I knew we were talking about Brat. I didn't know you were guilty about it.
We had a conversation about it this week. We're like, oh, what do we think are some musical like guilty pleasures?
So right.
And
You're so right. I just didn't put two and two together.
Mine would probably definitely be Brat. And then you're like, oh, I don't get embarrassed, so I don't have any guilty pleasures, which you do, and we'll talk about in a second.
A few moments later.
You can love it or hate this episode. I don't care. The point is to talk about guilty pleasures. And
you never asked me mine.
Well, I guess that's true. You're right.
We've got a theme for this episode.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. Proceeds to never bring it up. Hey, howdy, hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Mike's Monday Jams, the official podcast for music appreciators everywhere. Today we're going to be talking about the song Apple by Charli XCX. Let's get it.
I think the apple's rotten right to the core. From all the things we've done, from all the apples coming before. I split the apple down symmetrical lines. I wanna find us kind of scary. Makes me just wanna drive.
Monday, October 20th. Progressing nicely through spooky season.
Yeah.
EC and MC on the track. It's getting to be about that time we need to watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, because then there's a whole month you can't watch it.
Yes. You got to take a pause.
Watch it again.
And then you come right back.
I was thinking today, I think we should watch Ghostbusters.
Ooh. Good pull. That meant perhaps The Shining at some point.
Whoa. But not Silence of the Lambs.
No,
that's for Thanksgiving.
That's for Thanksgiving, indeed.
It's a Thanksgiving movie, everyone.
Yeah.
Once you've had your turkey, you can watch Hannibal Lecter.
Yes, precisely. So we'll be looking forward to that. Maybe we'll talk about Nightmare Before Christmas's soundtrack. Maybe we'll do What's This?
Fun. Banger alert. Maybe.
Kidnap the Santa Claus, throw him in a bag.
Kidnap the Santa Claus, tie him in a bag.
That's my favorite.
And Emma will do a live performance of the track.
What am I just supposed to call that song? Kidnap the Santa Claus? Boring.
We didn't talk about this last week, but your favorite band announced and released a new album called Afterglow. It's a bonus compadre to their album they released earlier this year, Symphony in the Sky. Talk to us about it.
Love it. Could not give it a more rave review. It's better than Symphony. I liked Symphony in the Sky a lot. It's better than that.
Yes.
And it very much feels like my favorite of their work.
Yes.
It feels like they're really going back to the things that I guess it's not like there's not really any like really like funky ones like, you know, like My Type or Cold Man.
I would say there's still some funky ones, but they're just not as quick. A little slower tempo.
Yes, but like my favorite of their work, that's the more like, you know, melodic, which would specifically be the second part of the major motion picture trilogy. It really sounds like that. I love it. Sorry, I'm touching you with my toe. I know you're going to start freaking out. Yeah, I really love it. I think it's so good. Should I talk about the songs, or maybe is the song I would talk about an honorable mention?
It could be, but I think you should talk about the songs.
So. Okay.
They're your favorite band.
They are my favorite band. Excited we're going to see them again.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. In like a week.
Yeah.
This week. So
literally a week from today.
Yeah.
So it's so exciting. Very small venue. So I'm hype. It'll be awesome.
Yes.
I will have such a great time. And yeah, but the best song on the album for so many reasons is Free Refills. So cute. It's literally about like when your heart feels empty, like I give free refills, and like that's so cute. But it's also like it's really pretty, like it's a really beautiful song. It's not just like a cutesy song, like the lyrics are cutesy, but the song is really beautiful. And it also like I don't know, there's like some, like, it's fully orchestral. Like this, I think the best part of Symphony of the Sky was like they had this whole orchestral thing going on, which of course they did for the major motion picture soundtrack parts as well.
That's just like their thing.
But it was like
recently.
that was like the main point of Symphony in the Sky.
Yes.
And they still did it for this, but this also, like, I don't know, I feel like they felt like they're trying a little less hard.
Yes.
And so yeah, big fan.
I wonder if it was like just a collection of some of the B-sides that they maybe recorded at the time. I'd have to do more research into it. I was tempted to make the episode about this week, but we'll get into what the theme of this week is. But no, I enjoy it as well. It's quite good. Yeah, I don't know if it was just a bunch of B-sides that just didn't make the cut, and they've got like an Oasis situation on their hands where like the B-sides are like really freaking good, but not to that scale, obviously. But
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
quite good.
none of them are acquiesce, but
No. But like you're right. It's very, very melodic. It has a lot of orchestral things, like good hooks, good space. You know, like those songs. The songs feel really full. Well, yeah, and they breathe. They're like 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes.
it sounds like a very like, and if Paul Simon made Graceland, but like he also had like a symphony orchestra on it,
And maybe went to film school.
yeah. Yeah, and maybe it's like a little like artsy fartsier.
Yes. That's
But-
a good description.
But it has like a little bit of like that type of funk to it.
Sure. Absolutely.
So I really love it.
Check it out, Afterglow. And I think it's only like 8 songs, 8, 9
Yeah,
songs.
it's
not
like
that long either.
yeah, it's like 9 because they're not really. They're like we made a whole new album, but they described it as like we were gonna like release a I think it was gonna be like a deluxe version, and then it turned into like this is too many songs.
10 songs though. So yeah, it could have just been a bunch of B-sides. But
Yeah.
who knows? It's good. It's good stuff. Check it
Yeah.
out. So if you guessed that the next artist at taking a Sphere residency was No Doubt, you'd be correct. The group featuring Gwen Stefani at lead will be doing a couple of shows at the Sphere next year.
Do you think Blake will make an appearance? Blake Shelton, her
not
husband.
on the stage?
That would be crazy.
I don't think they've been a band since like 2015 or something. So this is quite a way to come back.
He comes back. He comes out on the stage. He's like, "I ain't no holler back girl." BANANAS.
But that was a Gwen solo song. So then
She's
that's
gonna do holler back girl.
I guess
would
that's
think.
true. It's like people who go see No Doubt, but I think No Doubt has a pretty loyal fan base, and
And they got a lot of songs.
they may not want to hear Rich Girl. They may not want to hear Hella Good, or no, that is No Doubt.
Yeah.
Right, never mind. I hope they'd want to hear Hella Good. That's a banger.
I was like, I'm literally trying to come up with it. They got the what is it? The spider web or something?
Yeah, spider webs. Is Underneath It All just Gwen, or is that No Doubt?
I don't know.
Shoot, I think that's No Doubt. It's that first album, Tragic Kingdom, that was like one of the best.
You know the name of a No Doubt album?
because it was like one of the best selling like debut albums of all time,
Oh,
something like that. It's up there.
all
That's
right.
Like I think they have a couple songs that are like very, 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 very well streamed. Let's look at these numbers, shall we? Either way, I was definitely surprised by.
Yeah, definitely
announcement.
interesting.
Oh yeah, Don't Speak.
Oh, duh. And I'm just a girl.
Don't Speak almost has 1 billion streams.
Wow.
So they've got to. Oh, it's my. Yeah, they did do a cover of "It's My Life." Talk. You know. It's
Oh.
my life.
Oh.
Don't you forget. That one.
Yep.
Yes, Underneath It All is No Doubt. Anyway,
Mhm.
and more. So they're going to be going to the Sphere. So if you're a No Doubt fan, next May they'll be there.
That is very
Um,
interesting.
So yeah, shout out Gwen Stefani. We forgot to mention this last week as well. Recently, we were at a Italian restaurant enjoying dinner in Memphis, Tennessee. And out of the corner of our eyes at the dinner table in the corner
We were sat in the bar area, so there was TVs.
was a a showing of a special event, I would say.
It was playing CBS, and this was on CBS.
CBS or NBC?
I
But
could be
one
wrong.
of the big ones. One of the big 3 letters.
Well, it wasn't NBC because Sunday Night Football was on.
Mm.
So I think it was CBS.
Playing some sort of tribute show to Cyndi
Tribute
Lauper with a bunch of guests. It was at the Hollywood Bowl. It looked like it was slammed with people, thousands and thousands of people in the crowd.
They had to have been paid actors.
And all of us at the table are just scratching our heads as, you know, why would such a thing need to occur since Cyndi only had like 4 songs?
It's also not like she's dead.
No, but maybe this was a okay, we should preface this with there's no research done into this event at all. Just literally we were talking about it. Talking about it from what we saw. But
Which
yeah,
I tried to not look because it was hard to watch.
you just couldn't look away. But that's the other thing, we couldn't hear a damn thing about it, you know.
Well, honestly, I'm grateful I didn't want to hear it. But the thing you're not saying is it was a tribute show that she did. It was
herself.
her.
Yes, she did tribute to herself, which was a little strange. Yes.
She had guests come out with her,
Yes.
but it was her singing all the songs. You do your own tribute show?
Yes. So the crowd seemed really into it. Again, suspicious, potential fraud alert, you know. But yeah, I mean, from everybody at the table, it seemed like, you know, the common opinion was that she only has like 4 songs. And this is coming from people that actually lived during the time of her prowess. But if you go look, 2 of her songs have over 1 billion streams on Spotify.
We're looking at her most popular songs on Spotify. I would go as far as to say that 2 of them would be in my top 10 least favorite songs of all time.
You don't like Girls Wanna Just
That
Wanna
is not one of the songs.
Oh, True Colors.
True Colors and Time After Time I cannot stand. True Colors specifically. I think True Colors is up there probably in the top 5 in range of Use Somebody by Kings of Leon.
I've been rolling around and I was looking
Which
down.
is probably my actually Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon is worse. So that's actually probably my least
The
favorite song
best
of all
thing
time.
that's happened to You Somebody is that it has now become a meme song, and that is
funny.
that is all right with me.
It is funny that way.
Right now, I told him, oh God, I'm afraid. Wait!
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted face.
So anyway, yeah, Cyndi did that tribute show to herself, and it was quite literally like a car accident. It was hard.
It was really hard to watch. We couldn't even hear it.
Hard to look away. Anyway, interesting. You know, we dug a lot on Taylor Swift last week, but you know the numbers don't lie, and they spelled disaster for you at Sacrifice.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Because even so, she's broken a lot of streaming records with this new album. So you got to give credit where credit is due. The what appears to be the leading single, "The Fate of Ophelia," it does have over 200 million streams already on Spotify. It's only been out for 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Do I think that's about 50,000 people listening to it
Yeah.
100 times or more? Perhaps. She does have a very, very loyal fan base. However, the numbers don't lie. It's
crazy.
Pretty insane, honestly.
Damning, honestly.
It is. So, we did dig on her last week, but
I'm
the
not going
numbers,
to necessarily take back my specific dig.
but the numbers do hold.
The numbers hold.
And
they might add up to Travis Kelce's member, but
and something that became very apparent, and I've said this on the show before, but Swifties and Deadheads are, what not one and the same, but they're quite literally there's a lot of similarities. And another one came up.
Blind allegiance, perhaps,
maybe
would be what you're describing.
But it became more another parallel or another similarity, or I guess just interesting to observe. The song "Fate of Ophelia" is literally a lyric in Althea. You may be the fate of Ophelia.
So you're telling me Taylor Swift Althea to us?
You may be the fate of Ophelia, sleeping
Taylor Swift Althea'd us. This just in, breaking news. Taylor Swift has Althea'd us. And now we've Althea'd you by proxy.
I'm always getting out. I'm getting Althea'd left and right, brother.
So the numbers don't lie. But let's talk about this week. So this week is an episode dedicated to guilty pleasures. We've all
I
got
didn't know
'em.
that.
We've all got them.
I didn't know we had a theme this week.
Whether she did, she's just forgetting.
No, I knew we were talking about Brat. I didn't know you were guilty about it.
We had a conversation about it this week. We're like, oh, what do we think are some musical like guilty
You're
pleasures?
so right.
And I
You're
was
so
like,
right. I
oh,
just didn't put two and two together.
Mine would probably definitely be Brat. And then you're like, oh, I don't get embarrassed, so I don't have any guilty pleasures, which you do, and we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, this episode is dedicated to guilty pleasures. We all have them, but we are all quite reluctant to admit it, hence the theme of today's episode. Plus, this has been a joke. If you've been following the show for the last year or so, that's been, or I guess the past couple months, not the last year. It's been a joke that's been running for a while, so I guess it's time that
yeah,
a bit of a
at first
bit.
it was a bit.
A bit that has
has
turned
It
reality.
has become reality for you that you are a brat.
But yes, everyone's got an artist that they think they would never listen to, but then all of a sudden something gets you. Something gets you. And for me, it was today's Monday Jam to get me into the Brativerse.
Sure.
Brativerse. I don't know. Let's talk about it. So our artist today, Charli XCX. Of course, that's her birth name.
Mm-hmm.
X being her middle name, CX being her last name. Now, born Charlotte Emma Atchison. She's from Cambridge, over across the pond. The stage name was adopted from a Microsoft Messenger username, and never changed it. So Charlie Kiss XCX.
Mm.
And she just
Not
never
cross
changed it.
country.
No, I don't think she's doing any running.
Oh, okay.
Although the Brat tour was called the Sweat Tour, so maybe she was doing some running.
I bet people were sweaty.
Oh, I'm sure they were very
Probably
sweaty.
from the drugs.
That, and I'm sure some BO was had about.
Oh God, yeah.
So she just never changed it. When she first started making music and whatnot, she was doing so on her own, self-producing, self-arranging, all that stuff, and she didn't really have a manager to say like, "Hey, that's not a good idea," or "Hey, try something else," or just go by your name. She was just like, "Yeah, this works." So she kept it. But so this is an interesting episode. If you're at home, like, Mike, why the hell did you pick this song today? Well, I tell you one. Today is an episode on guilty pleasures, but two, there's more than meets the eye with Charli XCX. I feel like I learned a lot by researching on this episode, of which I clearly didn't know before, but also like it is pretty interesting. So I already mentioned that she was a self-starter with her music around 2008. So while everybody was going through a financial crisis, Charli said, let's hit the rave. But she posted a lot of this music on MySpace, and it got the attention of some folks. Eventually got a deal, that sort of thing. But she started by performing at these raves, these underground, like illegal raves in London in particular.
That's what we did when we were in London this year.
Who wouldn't?
Yep.
Who doesn't?
That might have been what those guys in Manchester were inviting us to.
I don't know.
That we declined.
No, they were a pub crowd.
I was kidding. That was just a joke.
If you didn't watch our Oasis vlog, there were some lads in Manchester that were kind enough to invite us out after the show.
Because they said, "Oh, you're from Tennessee."
Yes.
They're the only Tennessee.
Yes, and I'm sure it would have been a hell of a time, but it was an all day
We'd gotten
affair.
up at 3 a.m.
We were across the pond. We didn't know these people. I'm sure they were,
I think they had good
Yeah,
intentions.
I'm sure they were fine, but not worth taking the risk. So let's go back to Charli. So again, self-starter, started performing at raves. Her parents were so kind, they basically funded the cost it was going to take to record her first album.
Wow.
So they gave her some moolah to do, some Great British pounds. Although I guess they could have given her euros back then because it was still a part of the EU, was it not? Brexit was like 2012, 2014. I don't know.
I think it was later than that, but I still don't think I still don't think they used euros.
I think you could do both. It's like Switzerland. You could use like francs, euros, or
I think
whatever
they
the other
preferred
one.
pounds.
Anyway, they donated the Great British Pounds. And they were so dedicated to Charlie's interests that they would even show up to some of these rave shows. They'd even go. Their
They're
parents
very
were
supportive.
Very, very supportive. Which, you know, a rave can attract a very interesting crowd. It is very much of the party and...
Not a crowd we've ever been a part of, nor
No.
will we join.
No. So I think that's another element to the guilty pleasure, right? It's like it like can't fit, or like I guess it's an added layer to the guilty pleasure of like if it doesn't really fit like your lifestyle or maybe
No.
like your personality, which is definitely true in this case. But something that contributed a lot to of her early success and getting her name out there was some of those single appearances that and features.
Yes.
Like
Boom, clap, the sound of my heart.
yes, bum clap.
Boom, clap. Oh, what? How does it go?
And I love
no,
it.
I wasn't trying. I know that one too, but I was gonna. She's like, some. I'm in me mom's car.
Oh. Boom, clap, I'm in me mom's car. The beat goes on and on.
Get out me car.
I'm in my mom's car. The beat goes on and on. Get out my car.
So yes.
That, and then of course,
she's on
I
Get Out
love
Me Car.
it.
Yes. And I had this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. Yes, with Iconopop, right?
yeah, they only had 2 songs. They had that and We Can Do This All Night, but she's not on that one.
She was on Fancy too, right?
Yes.
See? Okay,
I'm so fancy.
yes, with IGGY, throw my name in bold.
Yeah. At Gigi White, throw my name in bold.
I love that old video of Iggy Azalea doing some freestyle.
Oh my god. And it's like, what does she say?
Master, she know the pants got spit like a pastor. Raptor, bench, did like, don't like, dash, faster, motorbike faster. You gotta get a bitch, pass to the raptor.
Dude, I
It's
kind of
like,
I
okay.
like Iggy Azalea. Look, talk about guilty pleasure. The other song, the one that has Rita Ora, who is now married to Taika Waititi, Black Widow, that song's a banger.
Oh, yes.
That's a song I love to listen to at the gym.
I thought, isn't Iggy Azalea like 7 feet tall?
Yeah, she's like really tall. I
Oh, no,
think.
she's just 5'10".
I think she wear
still.
big shoes.
Yes, got you.
She gives off Amazon woman vibes.
Same height as Taylor Swift, which Charlie's only 5'3", so, you know.
She has short girl energy for sure.
Yeah, Iggy probably towers over
Mhm.
Charlie. Oh, she's retired. Iggy's officially retired.
Retired?
Iggy, you're only like 35. Wow, top question. Does Iggy Azalea have a BBL? Oh
Yes.
my God.
Iggy Azalea has openly admitted to having a Brazilian butt lift after previously getting breast implants. She stated she underwent the procedure to achieve a more curvaceous and balanced look.
Listen. Why is Google AI using
Look,
the adjectives curvaceous
curvaceous.
and balanced?
Yeah, at least, I mean, yeah, own up to it.
No, she's only 35. You can't be retired. Iggy, come back. Anyway.
Now, who is that woman in the that photo with her, and how tall is that woman?
I don't know. She is tall. Shoot.
That's a one big.
Oh, it's Liz Cambridge, WNBA star.
Oh, okay. That would add up why she's so tall.
Because she hoops. So, not to get sidetracked, but yes, Charlie's early success came from a lot of those singles. You probably know them at home, even if you don't know them by name. You've definitely heard them on the popular radio stations. So for Charlie, a lot this created a lot of I guess identity crisis, or maybe like not sure where she stood as an artist, because she has her origins making this like rave music, but then she gets a bunch of success on these features as kind of being like a pop star, but like she doesn't know where she fits amongst this. So her first couple albums are kind of all over the place and weaving in and out. So yeah, she struggled as an artist to kind of find her niche or whatever and solidify who she is. But overall, like, she is pretty hell bent on the club music scene. So making stuff that you would hear with strobe lights and strangers dancing on you and whatnot, which again is completely not our vibe. So this adds to the
actually
guilty
couldn't be
pleasure
farther.
element.
I was literally talking earlier. I was like, this is interesting. I don't think I've ever even, or either of us has ever even been in a club.
No.
Unless I one time drunkenly went in the back of Rounders that was called the Boom Boom Room, which was like the freshman bar at Alabama, and they had a club in the back of it. I went back there one time, hated it, never went back.
Yeah, no, this was
But I
just
don't
not
think
our
I've
thing.
ever been in a club.
No. There were a couple places in Tallahassee that I'd gone to once.
Oh,
but
I guess Recess is a club.
I guess so. It is. There's a pool there.
There's a pool
Exciting.
there.
Of course,
I went there.
Florida.
I went there one time with y'all.
So I guess, yeah, we are club music people. Yeah.
I do think I would have fun one time doing the Vegas day party thing.
Sure.
But
that's
I
by
wouldn't.
a pool. And I don't know.
But you don't
know?
sit. Nobody. It's like
No.
Recess.
Yeah, but it's
But
during
it's
the
during
day.
the day.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. A completely informed opinion here.
Yeah.
As a frequent clubber. But yeah, I think that's another, again, if we're looking at guilty pleasures, it's it's got to be something that does not fit your persona at all on paper.
Or your fursona.
Sure.
That's what furries call themselves.
Boo. So yeah, it's got to be something that does not fit your, I guess, vibe or image, and maybe is not
image.
a particular genre that you would maybe listen to.
Doesn't fit my name, image, or likeness.
Yes. So definitely with the persona does not in this case. Some other fun facts about Miss Charlotte. She does claim to have synesthesia. Do
you think that's real?
I don't.
I don't think so either. I think it just means you're creative and you think about things in interesting ways. I don't think you're actually seeing colors when you hear music or thinking about numbers or something, whatever the hell they say. I don't think you're I think you're just creative and you're like, oh, this reminds me of that, and so you convince yourself that that's a chemical in your brain that makes you think that. It's I think you're just creative.
Two thoughts come to mind. One, I think that we all have a degree of it.
Yeah, I
because
mean,
I think it's impossible, obviously, to be hearing something, and if you have your eyes open, it's you see in color, you're seeing what's in front of you. But also, even when you have your eyes closed, your eyes still do that thing where there's you can see colors. So,
yeah, well, it's like freaking Ratatouille. He eats the piece of cheese, and there's the food firework, and he eats the strawberry, and there's food firework, and he eats them together, and it's food fireworks.
Same thing.
It's the same thing, and the rat doesn't have a chemical imbalance in his brain making him do that. The rat just likes food.
So that's a school of thought, because I think that there's a degree of synesthesia in all of us. Also, when you think about the debate of what color is science?
That's exactly what I was literally just about to say. That
your brain is coupling connotations of certain things to other senses. I think that just occurs naturally.
And maybe what I'm saying, if you're a really creative person, that just might, you feel that more strongly than someone who doesn't care.
Yes.
I mean, it's is a colorist or a director of photography on a film crew saying they have synesthesia because they can make you feel certain emotions by the way that they color a movie? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Second school of thought, maybe her brain is just, or people claiming to have synesthesia are just, that their brains are just incredibly good at coupling, in particular with audio processing. The idea of coupling, when you think of, it's like word association. When you think of one thing, you think of the other. Maybe it's just one of those things where audio processing, a C major chord, immediately color something in their brain, and their brain is just really good at coupling.
Yeah.
So those are my two schools of thought on.
I think they're almost the same school of thought.
A little bit. Other fun facts: she's married to George Daniel of the 1975, the drummer.
2 first names.
Yes, 2 first names indeed. He's the drummer. They got married this year.
Yes, earlier this year.
Yeah. She has hosted and been the musical guest on SNL, and she's done both. You know,
Cool.
that's always a power move.
Yeah.
You're the host and the musical guest, you know, because that's just so cool. Like, you know, when they're doing the end of their monologue, that we got a great show for you tonight, and then you get to say like, "I'm here," like, awesome. That's pretty cool. Now she's been into filmmaking and producing, so I think she's got something.
I think she's going to be in the next A24 movie, and people are not happy about it because guess who is going to be in the movie with her?
Who's that?
Kylie Jenner.
Okay, why is that a problem?
People are like, they are not actresses. Why are they going to be in an A24 movie? And I think if it was just Charli XCX, people would be like, okay, she wants to be an actress. But then people are like, Kylie Jenner is not an actress.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
I think it's like about like a pop star.
So,
but I think people are nervous. There was this show on HBO, I think it was last year, called The Idol. And it was awful, and everyone hated it and said that it was really, really bad. Mm-hmm. And people are worried this movie is going to be just like it because it's almost the same plot. So we'll see.
That's tough. Let's talk about why we're here. Let's talk about Brats, the album. Quite literally a moment in time that we are reflecting on way too late, but that's a part of the bit on this show. Was that I missed Brat Summer by a whole year.
A whole year.
But that's okay.
I don't know what summer it was this year.
Better late than... It was a Britpop summer. Oasis came back.
Oh, you're right.
It was a Britpop summer.
It was an Oasis summer, you're right.
We're talking Oasis. We're talking Verve. We're talking Blur.
Blah.
It was a Britpop summer for sure. So it's hard to talk about Brat without talking about the cover because it's so...
It's green.
Jarring on the eyes.
That thing you sent me the other day that was like, I wonder what that one album is, was so funny.
I sent her, I just saw something on Instagram. It was like the best albums of 2024, and like all the covers were in a collage, but they were all blurred out.
Blood.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Ooh. Guilty pleasure. Blur.
Blur. And in the middle... It was quite obviously Brat because of the color.
Chartreuse blob.
Yes, like a chartreuse lime blob.
It was like, I wonder what that one is.
But we can't get away from Brat without talking about the cover because it is so. It's sore on the eyes.
It is chartreuse.
Yes, it's not a pleasant color. So Charli said that the initial idea behind the cover was just to save money. So it's like
a thing. All of her albums are like that, right?
No. So I know why you think this. She, in promotion of Brat, changed the covers of the albums.
I was tricked.
To be different colors and with just the Arial font in lowercase of what they were.
Oh, they weren't like that before?
No.
Oh, she tricked me.
Up until Brat, all of her covers just featured a picture of her. You've seen definitely some of these covers before, I'm sure. But yeah, up until Brat, they were just pictures of her.
Oh, I've seen that pink one.
So yeah, the cover was initially an idea to save money because she thought this album was going to get no attention.
She was wrong.
Incredibly. She wanted to make this album for herself because the past couple, she thought like she had to be this pop star that she wasn't, but she wanted to go back to making like club kind of rave music that she wasn't going to sacrifice anything on. So she's like, well, I don't want to spend like thousands of dollars on a photo shoot and like an outfit and like this whole production or whatever because nobody's gonna like this. Like I'm going back. I'm not making any sacrifices. I'm doing this thing. So let's just save some money.
Okay.
So that was the original idea behind it. But allegedly they battled over this for like 5 months on it.
It really worked out.
It did but everybody around her said it was a horrible idea. Like friends, producers, writing partners that they were like, this is a horrible idea.
She was unintentionally a marketing genius.
Correct. And that's something she talks about in the Zane Lowe interview is like people don't really know how to market music these days, especially for female solo artists because the expectation is kind of just like, oh, it's just going to be a cover with the artist pictured on it looking dramatic or in some sort of dressed up fashion. And so
you're going to be Taylor Swift.
Huh?
that you're gonna be Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you think about female solo artists, even long before Taylor Swift, it's like I guess expectation is just like artist picture, title, boom, in whatever vibe that the album's trying to create. So this is quite the antithesis of that. So yeah, quite unexpected that this would be her biggest album, and what many critics would call the best album of 2024. But you know, since she thought it wasn't going to appeal to a lot of people, the color choice was intentional in that regard of like kind of fitting in with that. Like, oh, this is going to stand out, so let me pick like the ugliest shade of green you've ever seen.
This booger colored, neon booger colored.
So yes, this album color, like she literally claimed a color, essentially. Like when I think a lot of people in popular culture see this color, like they think rap.
Yes, well that is very much a female solo artist thing.
Sure,
they all have a color, and like, you know, Taylor has all of her era's colors, obviously, but like, you know, girls that don't have 15 eras, like Sabrina's color is very blue.
Yes.
And Ariana is kind of pink.
Yes.
And you know they got colors. They've got Olivia Rodrigo's purple.
Yes.
So she's like, I'm gonna be chartreuse booger green.
So
nobody else wants to be chartreuse booger green.
But yeah, it became as a bit from a business perspective as an MBA grad, phenomenal marketing tactic. Like not only did your music kind of uphold the popularity or like really stick with people, like they kind of bought into the package as well. Like the presentation of how you've decided to put this thing out into the world, which definitely amplified the success, I think. So this album definitely solidified Charli as a worldwide sensation. So it was a big payoff for her. Got many monies from this. But yeah, up until this point, I'm sure the entire world who knew of her just thought she was bum clap.
Bum clap.
And I love it. But of course, she had some other diehard fans that have followed her for a while. But for the most part, people just thought she was those singles. But this album hit number 1 in 6 different countries. Like I said, she made no sacrifices on it. She truly made this for herself. Got 8 Grammy nominations, 3 wins. It even ended up doing a remix album where she featured like 20-something artists on. Like she redid every song with a collab partner.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Reboot by Brooks and Dunn, but she didn't wait.
Rebrat.
She didn't. Yes, Rebrat, but she didn't wait like 30 years.
Yeah, no.
She just did it.
But that's how that's how like because the redone one with Troye Sivan is why Troye Sivan ended up touring with her.
Yes. And I also think something about how they've always been like good friends and writing.
Yeah, and they said we tour together. All of the gays are coming. All the girls and the gays will be there. And now Mike's like, damn, I wish I was there.
I don't know if I go that far, but if you wanted to go, I mean,
I just like we would be so out of place.
Yes, again, does not coincide with our lifestyles one bit. But the album produced 4 singles. The leading single, Von Dutch, the next 3 club classics, 360, and this one, Apple. I think something that solidified its enjoyment for me is that they are great songs to run to. They're just very high energy, very quick, and that's something that I need when I'm running. I always say that like when I'm running, I need 2 things. It's like either gotta like kind of yell at me or it's gotta make me laugh. And I think this does a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Because it's high energy and also like, this started as a meme of like, oh, I'm such a brat, but there's some good songs on it. But before we move on to Apple, according to Metacritic, with the site that like combines a bunch of reviews to generate a score, both critic and official reviews, and also like common folk plebeian reviews.
Oh, okay.
This is the 15th highest rated album of all time.
That's outrageous
on Metacritic. So listen, if you don't give a crap about Charli XCX, that's fine. You're like, Mike, why'd you make this episode? I at least hope you learned something. And we're like, I had no idea. Because I, too, resonate with you at home. I had no idea. So let's talk about Apple. There's a big TikTok dance associated with it. I still don't know it. I'm not that much of a brat. Okay, don't get it twisted. It's just a persona.
Well, all of this started from me being I'd get the song in my head from TikTok, and I was doing the dance, and
you didn't know the words, and you just go.
We're running right to the chord, and then you were like, "What are you doing?"
And it was catchy. So this speaks volumes because I got the catchiness from you doing a silly recreation of it, not even from listening to the actual song, which is kind of crazy. Its catchiness power is off the charts. So the actual lyrical content of the song is just about familial ties and like generational differences, how they can create some conflict and whatnot. Because there's a great analogy of the apple, right? Because while it can be nurturing
it can be what?
Nurturing, nutritious. It can be nutritious. You eat it, apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's a fruit,
Fruit.
But it can also be really bad for you if it's rotted right to the core.
Yeah.
So there's the duality of that because family can be very nurturing to you, but if the relationship is rotten, then it will take away
sounds
more.
Like her
than
family was very.
It's
very
interesting.
To her.
Yes, interesting upbringing. She is the child of her mom's like from India and her dad is like from Britain. So having to do with both sides of the family, very much two different cultural differences and fitting in and all that stuff. So it's about interesting family dynamics, and I think it's a phenomenal analogy to represent that as an apple. It's catchy, as we stated. Short, it's in the 2-minute realm. Makes you want to dance or run faster. And it doesn't really have a chorus, which I think is remarkable for a song that's this catchy.
She's just singing.
Yes, because I guess you could argue it's da 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 da, but
that's kind of the whole song.
Yes, the words are different each time, so it's more of a prose.
Yeah, it's almost like a poem.
Yes,
and or like a stream of consciousness type song.
And while it goes back to the general theme of Apple, and also simultaneously leaving to go to the airport. I wouldn't say that it has a chorus.
No.
Her bestie boo George gets a writing credit here, which makes sense because this song in particular sounds like a lot of 1975, like more electronic songs. It is very much in that vein. So I'm thinking Give Yourself a Try, 2-Time, Change Your Heart, somebody else. And I think it has an interesting harmony section in the right to the core part, because to me that doesn't sound like immediately the third. It kind of, I think it has that George Strait, Blue Clear Sky thing going for it.
That's an insane comparison. That is an outrageous comparison.
It's never been done before. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I got this section. Because I actually need the harmony expert to kind of.
I don't know if I can be the harmony expert.
Maybe back me up on this, so I'm not talking crap.
Harmony is not always just up a third or down a third.
I know that's got to be a fifth.
It's not that also harmony doesn't have to be in the triad.
I guess it depends on the chord. That is music theory, or it depends on the key. That is correct.
Yeah, no. It also can just be. Sometimes a harmony is like a different melody, and they just sound right together.
Yes.
It doesn't have to.
But the
be
third
the same.
is the easy getaway for anything.
Yes, you can always harmonize with a song by singing the third.
But that's not the third.
No, that is a fully different
register, octave.
No, a harmony is not always the same melody, up within the triad. It can be a completely different line.
I guess that's true as long as it's in the key.
Yeah.
Either way, it's interesting. It's not the easy cash grab of the third.
No.
So it's definitely.
But also, I mean,
it'll get your ear.
The girl definitely can sing, but that's not the point of the music. The music is to be electronic, so like that's obviously like that is why it's auto-tuned. It's not because she can't sing.
Yes.
But obviously that's just like dragging her voice.
But the harmony in Blue Clear Sky is pretty it's pretty hard to sing. It's not the third.
Here she comes a walking, talking true love, saying I've been looking for you, love.
A lot of harmonies are not the third. A lot of Rascal Flatts harmonies are not the third.
It's just the easy, like, it's the cash grab. It's like if you're going to harmonize something, it's like, oh, yeah, just take the third. So easy. Or do an octave or
a lot of like double track harmony would be just going up a third.
Yes.
But like if the point of the like that is like there's a second line. Almost like a descant.
Yes. But there's something like resolving about the third because it, again, the point is harmony. It's like, But since this isn't the third and she's talking about it being scary, it kind of like coincides nicely with that because it's like a shrill, but it works.
Yeah.
I know music. Even if the technical terms aren't there.
I was in the choir for a while.
The church choir?
Yes, the church choir.
I want a church girl.
And I go to church and read her Bible. Sorry.
That was good.
I got into it.
That was good.
Church girl that go to church and read her Bible.
That was good.
You ever done the church clap?
Catch her on Sunday. I have not, and here's why. There was a cult in college by the name of Dance Marathon.
They did the church clap.
Oh yeah, so I've always associated, which I don't want to drag too much on Dance Marathon because they do a lot for cancer research and
but
for
do
the kids.
But do they?
Allegedly,
but is it real?
But they did do the church clap. And it just oh my god, just so much cringe.
It's hard.
Oh my god.
To like fully do the church clap is hard.
Oh, it is.
When they like go like on the
it.
one leg.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I've done the church clap for about 30 seconds. That's some serious cardio.
Oh yeah. But that's Apple.
And that's a church clap.
You can love it or hate this episode. I don't care. The point is to talk about guilty pleasures and
you never asked me mine.
Well, I guess that's true. You're right.
We've got a theme for this episode.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. Proceeds to never bring it up. So what's your guilty pleasure since we've discussed
like he was saying, we had this discussion, and I don't really get guilty about many things. Pretty authentically myself, I don't really care. But I would guess the two things I would musically would say are my guilty pleasures are butt rock.
I'm through with standing in line.
Yeah, no, I love Rockstar by Nickelback. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you. Yesterday I was at the gym when I went to Pilates.
You heard Plush?
No, but I love Plush.
Darn.
No, perhaps my favorite butt rock song, Second Chance by Shinedown, was on when I was leaving the gym. I was like, damn, maybe I should stay.
Tell my mother, tell my father, I've done the best I can.
So I love butt rock, but then I also, not all musicals, because I hate musicals with a whiny ass, nasally ass lead, but I do like a musical as well. Obviously, we just bought opening night tickets to see Wicked.
What, like a Lois from Family Guy lead?
A Peter.
Oh, yes. There's so many musicals where like the lead person like sings like this and makes me want to barf. Hate that, but I love that was
Wicked. Pretty good. Maybe you missed your call.
My nose is a little stopped up right now. That might be my minor. But I love Wicked. I love the Book of Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
If I can hold him to it, I'm trying to make Mike watch The Greatest Showman for the first time later today.
You love Dear Evan Hansen.
I loved Dear Evan. That might be the worst one. That might be the guiltiest pleasure. Yeah. I love a musical movie. I hate Rent. do not put that out there. I do not F with Rent. There's plenty of musicals I hated. So
Sure.
I don't like them all. But the ones I like really like.
Sure.
So those would be my guilty pleasures. Different ends of the spectrum there. If they made a butt rock musical, sign me up. Maybe I should make it.
I was about to say that sounds like something for you to do. But
I
that's
love Jesus Christ Superstar. Sorry.
That's guilty pleasures. Be sure to tell us what yours is. We know you got it. So
musically, nothing weird, you guys.
Indulge in it this week. Yeah, don't be slanging Twinkies this week. We're talking about music here. All right. A guilty pleasure, Twinkies. You know, because Twinkies kind of low-key aren't good. I don't know. I'd never liked Twinkies.
I had no idea what slanging Twinkies
Yeah,
meant.
just
I thought that
slanging.
was a euphemism you made up.
Oh, no. I literally meant, like, sucking on a chili dog, you know. Slanging Twinkies.
Slanging Twinkies, y'all.
So
get to it.
Let us know.
I've never had a Twinkie.
Let us know what your guilty pleasure is. And now it's time for the segment portion of today's show. I'm kicking us off, as always, is Emma's Everyday Jam, the song that you've been regularly listening to this week.
Well, I'm going to go off my guilty pleasures next to tomorrow when y'all are listening to this. If you listen to it on Mondays, of course. But next week, for when we're recording this, is Wicked Night on Dancing with the Stars. And we're, of course, getting prepared for Wicked for Good to come out. And I'm so excited because it was so good. So I have been listening to Wicked all week. So I'm going to say Dancing Through Life is my everyday jam. And if they don't have Robert Irwin dance to it, I'm going to be pissed. It's what what we all want.
You'll be happy to be dancing through life. If only because dust is what we come to. Nothing matters, but knowing nothing matters.
Dancing through the safari.
Dancing through Australia.
Bro, it'd be an awesome pull if he brought out Brian Fellow for a dance. That would be great.
I'm Brian Fellow.
Good collab. And now it's time for our major minor chords, a segment of the show in which we discuss our respective highs and lows of the week. What say you?
My low is that I fear I might be verging on a cold. I'm not happy about it. All year, every time you've gotten a cold, I haven't caught it. So, but the weather's changing. I did go out and walk the other day, and it was like pretty cold. And like maybe I gave myself a seasonal cold. Maybe I made myself a little under that. I feel fine. But my nose is a little stopped up.
Wito chewy.
And I fear a small tickle might be occurring, but I don't want to admit that. I want to keep it secret. And my major is, good vibes are upon us.
Yeah, sure. Shared major. Why not?
Shall good vibes be upon you?
May scrimp be unto you.
Scrimp be unto you.
Surely, goodly, and mercy. Surely, goodly, and mercy.
And with your spirit.
Yeah, good vibes are upon us, and yeah, and I got some new fall candles. I got a new leaves candle in, which has brought me joy.
At shared major, minor, they changed the Microsoft icons on Word, Excel, PowerPoint, that
look
sort
a
of
little
thing.
weird.
I'm not about it. So that's pretty hideous.
It's so strange to me that you use Word.
Yeah, I use Word.
I have not
for
touched
scripts.
Microsoft Word in years.
Yeah, because you're a Google Docs lady. But
I'm a Google Docs gal.
I'm just like super indifferent to Google Docs.
Oh, I would just so much prefer that. I don't want to have to save anything.
I only want to use Google Docs if I'm sharing it with somebody. To me, it makes sense. It's on my computer. I upload this to the drive.
Just do it in Google.
I have a drive of every show note that we've.
I know
ever
you do.
done.
It would be so much easier if you just did it in Google Docs.
No, I. Do you write the show?
I'm just saying. I think it would be easier.
Now it's time for our honorable mentions. Last but not least, the songs that almost made the cut or follow a similar rhyme or reason to today's show. Kicking us off, the lead single from Brat, Von Dutch. You're a big fan of this one, so
yeah, I like this one.
I'm just living that life. One Dutch cold classic, but it's still pop. I get money, you get mad because the back shot.
Next up, Emma mentioned it at the beginning, at the top of the episode, but Free Refills by Same Motel is a good one to listen to.
So glad you made it, and I'll be gladder still. When your heart feels empty, just come back for your free refill.
And last but not least, can't hide the fact that Jeremy Allen White was on Hot Ones recently, and his film Bruce Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere is coming out this week. And so go listen to Atlantic City by Bruce Springsteen.
Put your makeup on, fix your hair pretty, and meet me tonight in Atlantic City.
That's going to do it for us this week, folks. We appreciate the like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, listen, rating, all of that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.